Hey, trying to set things up real quick, so do apologize. Okay. Hmm. All right. Hello, everyone. Uh, for those who observe or participate, happy Easter, happy Passover, or in general, happy Sunday. Hope everyone's doing well. Um, it's been a rough 2 weeks of just nonstop working. So, fun times. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Price. I am a comic artist residing in North Alabama, who also just happens to be at Haven Comics uh, every week. So uh, I will go ahead and apologize. I actually did the baseline arts last night before I went to bed. And for the person that sent me an email regarding commissions, I saw it. I will get to that this afternoon. So, but yeah, I wanted to quickly do the base ruling and Paul Atreides real quick last night before I went to bed, or else I was just going to be struggle busing this morning. And I'm also pretty sure that viewership was going to be kind of down just because it is a Sunday morning. People are probably still trying to wake up, uh, do stuff with their family, especially with it being Easter. But yeah, I had this idea of wanting to actually do something Dune related for the portfolio, partly because Free Comic Book Day is going to be coming up sooner than later. And I don't know why I put that line there last night. Um, so I just wanted to get this out of my system and make it work, make it happen. So I'm probably going to be finagling the drawing cam a little bit more than I should. Um, and the weird part is that I've actually never really done any like I guess true to form fan art of anything Dune related. I know when I was in middle school, when I saw Dune for the first time, um, I did jokingly draw Shai Hulud and uh, Baron Harkonnen, but uh, not once ever drawn Paul. I've never done uh, anything, when the movie came out or anything like that. So this is all a brand new first for me, and there's nothing wrong with that. But before I get super situated with everything that is going on here, I want to do some quick housekeeping real quick. Haven Comics is located at 1871 Slaughter Road, Suite F in Madison, Alabama. Uh, just to let you know, the store will be open at noontime until 5 p.m. We've got a sale going on because it's Haven Comics' 25th anniversary. So a lot of stuff is on sale. Um, so if you're looking for some comics, some graphic novels, statues, RPG books, swing by. We'll try to hook you up with that. And if you like the show and any other show that we do here at Haven Comics, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to know where you can find me on social media, I'm just going to have this little ticker going out here, or you can just go to your favorite social media app and just type in at tpriceartworks. I will let you know I am more active on Facebook and Instagram and uh, off and on Blue Sky, but that's really it. So, all that being said, let's get to it. But yeah, like I said, never really done any actual Dune fan art before. So, this is a first, and I thought this would be a good one to do for the portfolio and then see why not. But I just had this idea of Paul Atreides walking through the sandstorm. Uh, Whoever Hans Zimmer hires to do all the female vocals, doing that in the background. So yeah, uh, but at the same time, I was also thinking about uh, Art Nouveau posters, especially the Alphonse Mucha uh, posters. Whenever he was doing them in his time, and that's why I gridded this out because I am going to put Dune right here uh, with some hand drawn lettering and obviously a slightly fancy border going all the way across. So, because the actual uh, art side of it all is going to be from here to here and then from there to there. So, but I wanted to try to get this done and out of the way. Figured why not. And excuse me for one moment. Looks like we got some people in the comments. Opal Scales. Hello. No idea who you are, but thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. And I will apologize if I'm not super active in the comments. It's not because I don't like talking to people. I'm just trying to get as much done in the short time that I've got. Uh, oh, speaking of art, before I forget, if you're following me on Substack, which is where I do a free newsletter, I had just shown the line art for this, which is the Final Fantasy VII print that's going to be coming out soon, and the Pokemon prints that will also be coming out very soon. So if you want to see those pictures in detail, it's in my Substack newsletter, completely free to read. So you're not having to, you know, go behind like a paywall or whatever. So I see 0 point and all of that. So, but yeah, I am hoping that if everything goes correctly time wise, uh, I should have the physical prints in my hand for Free Comic Book Day. If something comes up, I'll have a um, pre-order sign up, and people can go ahead pre-order that, and then I'll just ship that out to everyone else. And I am going to have to look up the reference on Paul Stillsuit's. Uh, Something that I really never drawn before. Like I said, really towards the sea boundary. Do it. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Andrew, what's up, man? Thank you so much. Hope everything's doing well. Sorry I wasn't able to get out to Little Mill. Uh, it was a bit of a rough Saturday. So, but yeah, uh, I do apologize for the Dune fanatics that are out there. They're probably going to be like, yeah, that still suit's not accurate. Well, I'm sorry. I'm working with what I got. There's always going to be that one person. So I'm just taking a stride. And I'm going to go straight to the throat and start inking this. So inking wise with pens, I do try to keep it as simple as possible, as loose as possible. Sometimes things don't always go that way. Part of that's just because humidity can change how the flow of ink comes out. I'm going to apologize because I'm going to get like straight into this, so I'm going to have to back this up just a tad. But sometimes humidity can actually change the flow of ink, especially with the pencil pocket brush. Ink just comes out a lot quicker than it should, and it's not the fault of the pen itself. It's just literally science of gravity, uh, humidity. So, actually, this real quick. Yeah, one of the things I've talked about often on uh, is basically changing up how I've been drawing to focus more on cartooning, on gesture, more about uh, focusing on making it right. Doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be fully correct. Um, and what I mean by that is you can have things as anatomically correct as possible. And it looks good, but in the scope of comics, in the scope of sequential artwork, doesn't always mean that it's correct for every project. Sometimes you just really do have to exaggerate. So that's basically what I mean by uh, right but not correct. Doesn't mean that a person shouldn't learn how to do anatomy because no one wants to end up looking like certain people in the industry. I'll let you fill in the blanks on that. Um, but it is important to learn the basics. It is important to learn the fundamentals. I don't agree with the statement of, well, you got to know the rules to break the rules. Well, the problem is that no one fully breaks the rules, but they are definitely bending them. The only um, things I could talk about in regards to inking, take your time. It's not a race. Obviously, deadlines are important, but uh, it's not a race. Definitely take your time. There are ways around to fixing traditional ink mistakes. Some of that is just using um, white correction ink or even like the most opaque uh, white acrylic ink or just acrylic paint in general, which is part of the reason I use Posca pens uh, and also uh, the leader proof white and what was the other proof white company? Something Martins. But uh, like I said, it's not a race. Take your time, enjoy it. I actually had a couple people on Saturday when I was at the store asking if I was setting up at the expo this year. The answer is no. Not because I don't like Jeremy Long. I do. Uh, I you know, been going the last 6 years. Just want to take the year off. Hopefully, try to see family. Uh, yeah, partly since I accidentally slept in for the majority of Christmas, so I like to fix that mistake. So yeah, that's basically the long and the short of it. Obviously, with gas prices going up, that's also kind of changed a lot of my travel plans. I'm basically just playing it by ear in regards to all the places that I was thinking about traveling to. Case in point, Heroes Con later in the summer. Uh, I'm still planning on driving up to Baltimore in the fall. several friends that are tabling, people that I haven't seen in a while, including family. So that would be as good a time as any. Am I having a table of Baltimore? So I'm actually not tabling at Baltimore, but I am planning on going all 3 days at Baltimore. I was a tad late in the signups, and I didn't really like the idea of putting myself on a wait list and, you know, literally playing it by ear as to whether or not if I was or wasn't. Because that was something that happened with, I forgot what con it was that I signed up for. And uh, basically, they emailed me like 2 days before the convention even started saying, "Oh, hey, by the way, we got empty space. Would you like to come to this?" I'm just like, I've already made plans because I hadn't heard back from you guys and I was stuck on a wait list. So I'm not a big fan of of that whole situation. I get stuff happens, things change, um, but my initial thing was just with Baltimore, go up, uh, see family, and go there all 3 days, just for basically just supporting friends who are also creators and uh, get stuff signed. If there's any editors there, just shop around the portfolio. The usual. So I was actually supposed to go to Baltimore last year, and situation with my car wasn't able to trick it up there. Thankfully, it was a minor situation, but it was inconvenience altogether. So the other thing that I'm doing in regards to this piece, as far as just the line work, is that I am intentionally being very sketchy. I'm not being super beholden or precious with any particular line, and it's not because of style. It's not because of uh, this is what's cool. It's not that whatsoever. It's because the vast majority of Paul's still suit is going to be uh, in basically black. Of course, there's going to be some highlights. So I'm intentionally being very loose with the suit design. I'm really hoping that this isn't coming through the audio, but stomach is just like, hey, you should have had a bigger breakfast. And I'm over here just drawing and ignoring. Now we're going to the brush pen. Let's see, what else should I be talking about? Okay, yeah, as I stated before, I've got two prints that are going to be coming very soon. Like I said, I'm hoping to physically have them in my hands on Free Comic Book Day if for some reason they just uh, don't show up in time from the printer, which is just my luck. That's normally what happens. I am going to be having a small pre-order list. So those are going to be the first two. The next one up is actually going to be Metal Gear Solid. Uh, Now, the reason that I'm doing all of these video game-esque prints, basically, um, is just because I wanted to do things that were fun, things that I enjoyed from my childhood growing up. And some of these games are entering their 30th anniversary. Case in point, this year is 30 years for Pokemon. Next year's 30 years for Final Fantasy VII. 2028 is 30 years for Metal Gear Solid. So on and so forth. Also Ocarina of Time, and that's also one I was thinking about doing as well. Uh, so Someone else has shown up. D. Gray Raven. No, I'm doing Paul Atreides from Dune. Uh, so, um, but yeah, I've just really been on a nostalgic kick as of late, and have just really been enjoying some of the stuff I have been doing. And again, wanting to do pieces that I thought were fun, uh, things that people always talk about, uh, that they've enjoyed, and hopefully that comes across in regards to you know these prints. So, but outside of doing those video game prints, Josh, who you don't know, or sorry, if you don't know, who is the owner of Haven Comics, where I'm currently sitting in right now. Uh, I had talked with him off and on about this since last year about doing a GI Joe related print, and there is going to be a little bit of a reference to a specific uh, video game. I'll just let people have their own theories onto whatever it may be. That is basically all that I have. Well, no. There's also going to be something Predator related, um, probably later in the year. But yeah, I mean that's basically it that I had planned for in regards to any prints that I was wanting to do. If we're being perfectly honest, and this is not you know throw any other artists slash colleagues under the bus. I've never really been a huge fan of making prints. Like I understand the reason, the appeal. I own several posters myself. Uh, in fact, the last few prints I've actually bought has basically been uh, gifts for friends. Um, but I've just never really been want to just want to do them on the often. Uh, Especially since one of the things I'm always going to I really wish my stomach would stop growling. Uh, one of the things I've just never really liked is just the fact of for some reason there is just this unintentional expectation that you kind of put on yourself when making them initially, and then the whole fret and concern, just like, oh no, if I'm going to sell them, so on and so forth, and sometimes that can actually come across in your work unintentionally. So that's part of the reason why I kind of shied away from it. There have been people that have suggested that I take personal commissions that I've done for people and turn into prints. Well, then that takes away from the point of a one of a kind, private commission. Um, And I'm also not going to make a print that only one person is interested in and they don't even buy it. So, um, so yeah, I'd rather just make things that I know that I'm going to have fun. It's going to come across as fun, and I, if people are interested in it, great. If not, it's not a problem because it's going to be in limited quantities anyways, and it's really all that matters. And I'm not saying this out of arrogance. I'm not saying it out of any sort of ego. I'm just being extremely pragmatic about just from my personal experience of uh, putting together prints and selling them. And I'm also super thankful for the people that did buy some of the previous prints that I've done in the past, such as the Mr. Freeze one that I've done, and uh, um, Morpheus from Sandman. My focus, my goals, they've shifted a lot uh, since then. And we're going back to my runs for a lot of cross hatching. Okay. So I'm trying to get as much as I can done possible within a hour and a half uh, limit I'm putting on myself. A lot of things to do, so little time to do it in. No pressure. Oh, totally forgot to draw the blade of the Chris knife. Also, how many of you are actually going to be watching Doom Part 3? I know I am. It's definitely hit that spot in regards to movies that I'm definitely uh, have enjoyed in the last few years. Let's see. So, as I stated before, like I think like half an hour ago, uh, take your time. There is no point in rushing. Just enjoy the process. Speaking of enjoying the process, I was having a conversation with a guy who was probably about 10, 15 years older than me in regards to doing stuff traditionally. And basically told him, uh, I look at it like boxing. Because before it was like weightlifting, and now I'm viewing it like boxing. And uh, I view doing, commissions, pieces like this, no different than, you know, road work, uh, hitting the heavy bag, uh, the quick sparring match. This is, it's fun. It's how I'm learning to, hone down techniques, things that I'm learning through trial and error, and uh, I'm able to focus on the task at hand. But when it gets to the interior gig, that's the real match. That's the 9 round bout, or 10 round, depending on the weight class, I guess. Um, and the reason behind that, in using that mindset, it's because that's where you're taking these things that you have been training yourself in doing over and over and over again, uh, not just as like a physical endurance thing, but also a mental endurance thing. I The reality is, and any fighter can basically admit to it, that yeah, your greatest opponent is yourself. And for for people that are like not into sports at all, you're probably like, ew, the fact that I'm using these analogies. Um, but that is uh, the overall truth to it all. This is, my hitting uh, the heavy bag right after doing, you know, 5K worth of road work, you know. do something that you draw a horse riding on a motorcycle. Yes. Am I going to be doing it right now? Probably not. I've got one too many things on the docket, not enough time to do it in. Um, Funny part is that the horses and motorcycles and bicycles, as far as just like drawing people actually riding them in interior format, used to be like a thing in terms of like vetting out the wheat from the chaff with editors looking at stuff because they wanted to see uh, if you can actually do it and make it interesting, which I always thought was a really interesting thing. But as far as horse riding a motorcycle, that's actually kind of funny. Hey, Mike. Happy Easter to you too. It's good seeing you yesterday. Sorry, I was double checking to make sure I didn't have any ink on this side of my hand. So I used to wear a glove whenever I was inking, and it's kind of been destroyed just a tad. So I have yet to replace it. It's definitely one of these things that really need to get around to doing. Now, the cape. Yes, happy anniversary to Haven Comics. So I'm here just for Easter. Actually, several years ago, I did a sort of a pinup girl uh, in a bunny suit thing for an Easter post, and there was some guy he was trying to kind of go full on puritanical, clutch my pearls, yeah, failed attempt of a shame grenade, basically. Just like, well, here's the deal. I don't care. Gosh, this was going back maybe 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. Yeah. So the reason for doing such a bold outline on the cape is uh, for two reasons. The first one is that I generally prefer a slightly bold outline on a character, mainly so that they kind of pop out from the rest of everything that's in the background, uh, which I highly doubt that I'm going to be able to finish this in the short time that I have going live. But uh, within the context of um, you know, Paul walking through the sandstorm. Uh, and of course, there's going to be the very Art Nouveau looking frame and lettering on the top. Um, you kind of need to have the character poke out from the rest of everything else. And of course, uh, part of the reason for line weights and their importance is so that you know the relative distance of characters and where they fit within the context of uh, the piece, within the context of whatever it is that you're drawing. Because if you're using the same line weight on everything, then everything just kind of comes out looking a bit flat, a bit odd, doesn't work. Yeah. The other reason behind doing such a thick outline on characters is that some of it is also part of my influences that make up, I guess, my creative DNA, if you will. Um, and that's everything from, some of the classic greats to current artists to um, even the people that are more on the cartoony side. So, uh, the other thing is that that's the reason why I did such a bold outline. Is that part of the underside of this cape is going to be almost completely blacked out. There is going to be some hatching going on, and that's just give again basic shape. With Paul being mostly in black, and of course the sandstorm stuff is going to be obviously more white than anything else. I am going to be trying to put in some ink splatter effects just to get the idea of uh, the direction of everything moving that way, because that's the reason why the cape is flowing that way. Um, it's just to fit everything in and putting it all within its framed context, if you will. Actually, some artists that I will recommend if you want to learn how to do drapery folds, you name it. Uh, First few that come to my mind, and these are people that are still alive, still doing art interiors. Travis Charest is probably going to be the goat of folds next to Adam Hughes. Both of those guys, they are the goats. They are up there, and that's followed by Olivia Coipel, who definitely has been influenced by Travis Charest in his work, and Stuart Eminem and Pepe Larraz, Jorge Jimenez de and Mora. So all those guys, they know what they're doing, and they do exceptional work. And if you don't know who those people are, I highly recommend that you do a quick Google search, check them out, pick up their books, or just any artwork by them in general. hour 14. I think this might be a good stopping point for the video. Once this thing is completed, which really shouldn't take me more than, a couple more hours, but once this thing gets completed, I am going to be scanning this, uploading this onto social media. If you are interested in purchasing the final piece once it is completed, uh, just hit me up. It'll probably be ready for pickup on Free Comic Book Day. All right. Thank you so much for everyone that has hopped in, talked to me for a little bit while I've been working this thing out. So before I leave, it would be completely remiss of me to not uh, talk about this stuff yet again. But if you want to know where Haven Comics is, we are located in Madison, Alabama, specifically 1871 Slaughter Road, Suite F. It, zoom this in just a little bit, see some details. Yeah. So we are here. It is our 25th anniversary, technically since Wednesday, but um, it is our 25th anniversary. We've got a sales going on throughout the store. So if you're wanting to get your hands on new issues, back issues, trades, graphic novels, omnibuses, statues, whatever, stop on by. We will be open in about 2 hours, actually, just short of 2 hours, I should say, until 5 p.m. That is Central Standard Time, by the way. So stop on by. We've got sales going on. If you haven't done this yet, please remember to like and subscribe. Every like, subscription, clicking the bell notification, sharing this even if you don't like commenting or liking, sharing also helps. And if you want to figure out where you can find me on social media, you can just go to my link tree or go to the nearest search bar in your social media and just type in tpriceartworks. This part right here, 9 times out of 10, you will find me there. Like I said earlier, I do have a Substack. It is completely free. I don't blow people's emails up like some other creatives that I know. I love you. Um, it's just a free once a month newsletter, basically just letting people know what it is I'm working on, things that I've got coming up in the down the pipeline. If there's an event coming up, this is where I'll be. Yada yada yada. So all that being said, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day, and yeah, that's basically it. See you next time.